SEGA. This is Kormaru, your SEGA-based news reporter, and we are at E3.
Y'all ready to get funky?
The most important part of dance is music. So now let us listen to the music and identify the beats.
1, 2, 3.
But that was too soft.
Hello, this is Kormaru from SEGA and I'm here with...
I'm Jonathan Stiebel with SEGA.
And he's going to show us a tour around the SEGA E3 booth, 2018.
Yep. So we have lots of games here, as you can see by all of these banners up here. We have Team Sonic Racing, Yakuza Kiwami 2, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, just announced, Valkyria Chronicles 4, Shining Resonance Refrain, and then on the Atlas side we have Persona 3 Dancing and Persona 5 Dancing. So a lot of great stuff going on here. Almost all of these games are going to be launching in 2018. So you can see Sega's really expanding past just the Sonic franchise. There's a lot of Japanese IPs we're bringing here. And with the explosion of popularity for the Yakuza series, we're really excited to start bringing more Yakuza games here. From Yakuza 6 immediately to Yakuza Kiwami 2, launching later this year. So let's take a look through here real quick. So you can see for Yakuza Kiwami 2, we have a demo set up where you can experience both the, a little bit into the main Kiryu campaign. So this is a remake of Yakuza 2 for the PS2. This is built in the Dragon engine, the same engine used for Yakuza 6. That means no loading times between buildings, no loading times going into fights, and just beautiful graphics. Also unique for the Kiwami version of Yakuza 2 is there's a brand new Majima Saga campaign where you can experience the story of Goro Majima, the mad dog of Shimano, in his story from the end of Yakuza Kiwami 2 months into Yakuza Kiwami 2. So it fills in a gap that fans have never really seen before, and it really fleshes out the character. So he has his own fighting style, he has his own mini games, he has his entire own campaign, which is going to be really exciting for fans of the character. Over here, we have Shining Resonance Refrain. This is the first return of the Shining series to the West in over 10 years. So this is a remastered version of Shining Resonance, which was originally released for the PS3. You can see beautiful graphics, in-game cutscenes at 60 FPS. Gameplay is generally 60 FPS on PS4. And it's an awesome action RPG. You get to follow the story of Yuma, who is the Shining Dragon, and his companions as they fight against an evil empire and try to take back their home. Over here we have Valkyria Chronicles 4, which is also the first time back for this series in the West after quite a ways away. This is, if you're familiar with the Valkyria Chronicles series, this is a real return to form for the game. We had Valkyria Revolution, which was an action-style RPG. This goes back to Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 2, which is more of the hybrid JRPG / RTS and third-person shooter. So there's about 50 soldiers in the story. Every soldier has their own story behind them. As you progress through the game, you recruit more soldiers, you learn more about the story. And this actually also takes place in the same time frame and the same war as Valkyria Chronicles 1. So while you won't directly meet any of the characters from Valkyria Chronicles 1, you're going to experience kind of the same major story beats that are occurring in this war. And there is DLC where you can connect with the soldiers of Squad 7 and recruit them to your team for use in the main story. So a really great game for people who are fans of the Valkyria Chronicles series and have missed it after its time away. Moving on, we have over here, just announced at E3, is Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. So this is an action RPG, much in the same style as Yakuza, actually built in the Yakuza 0 engine, using the Fist of the North Star Hokuto no Ken IP. This follows an alternate timeline from the original story. So you're going to, this is actually, the script has been supervised by Buronson and NSP. They've made sure that this story makes as much sense in the Fist of the North Star canon as it. There's also full English VO, so that's great for fans who want to experience the game in English. And there's dual audio, so you can switch between Japanese and English. There's also a cool option here. Usually we have to consider censoring games when they come to the West, especially something as violent and crazy as Fist of the North Star. But we've actually uncensored the game for a Western audience. When you start out, you can choose between extra carnage or the way it was in Japan. Originally, when the game was released in Japan, whenever you would kill an enemy, their body would turn black, there would only be a little bit of blood, and they'd quickly disappear. For the West, if you choose extra carnage at the start of the game, you're going to see every single bit of the gruesome, I guess, effects of Hokuto Shinken. So whenever Kenshiro punches an enemy, they explode in a glorious shower of blood and guts, and it's super fun. So you can, if you want to experience the game as it was released in Japan, you can also switch back to that at any time. And then, let's see, what else have we got here? Over on the Sonic side, we have Team Sonic Racing. Unfortunately, I can't speak to that too much, but I can see if we can get someone who can talk about it. Super awesome Sonic racing IP. And then, since Sega and Atlas are technically one now, over there we have Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight and Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight, which are the Persona 5 RPGs. So that about covers what we have here on the floor. We're also premiering a brand new trailer for Catherine, Full Body, which will be releasing sometime. We haven't announced a date just yet, but hopefully we'll have more to talk about that soon.
Rolling Star!
Hello, this is Corey Maru, and I'm here with
Scott Strickart, localization producer for the Yakuza series.
Nice. So we have a few questions for you. For Yakuza Kiwami 2, Yakuza Kiwami 2 is a remake from the ground up, but some content featured in the original didn't make it over. While the new remake offers a ton of new content, can you tell us how you decided what keep from the original and what the new features to add?
I'm pretty sure all the content did make it over from the original outside of like a song, but the additions are crazy. We've got the Clan Crater from Yakuza 6 is back and completely revamped. You'll be defending Majima Construction in that Clan Crater, and it's more of a tower defense, more tactical kind of thing than 6's was. We've got the sequel to the Cabaret Hostess minigame, so you'll be picking up right where that left off in 0. And probably most importantly, the Majima Saga, where you've got playable Majima for 3 chapters.
Nice. So the next question is, the Yakuza series has been a Sony exclusive franchise for each of its main titles. Recently making its way over to PC with Zero and Kiwami, is there any chance that the franchise will land on Xbox One or Nintendo Switch?
I've not heard of it if they have, but we're happy to be getting onto the PC.
Nice, nice. And last question, while the team over at Sega have done a great job bringing all these Yakuza titles over, lots of fans has been asking for the side Yakuza Samurai games. Any chance we will see Yakuza Inshin Kenzan make a Western debut?
I would love the chance to work on those, and I know I get a lot of flack for not having done that yet, but the reality is that we're so focused on getting the games that are coming out now to you in such in a more reasonable time frame than, say, Yakuza 5, where we made you wait 3 years, Yakuza 0, we made you wait 2 years, Yakuza 6 was 1 year, and Kiwami 2 is now down to about 6-7 months. So we're making strides, and if we were to set ourselves up to have to do something from the back catalog that isn't in the new release map, we would be pushing new games back. And that's really not what I think the fans kind of want. So we're looking for a window. As soon as we find a window, we can re-examine that project.
Well, there you have it.